The maniacal cultists are quelled for a time, but there can be no celebration. Your progress is measured only in progressive realization and dawning horror. You are in the shadow of the end.
Alright, hello everyone, I am Grant, this is Darkest Dungeon. It's not only Darkest Dungeon, but it's also the end of Darkest Dungeon. Almost. Last time I beat the second level of the Darkest Dungeon. And I did some other stuff I don't really remember. And today I was planning to do the third area of the Darkest Dungeon, Belly of the Beast. Last time I already read up on it, and I concluded that it's not actually that bad, depending on how unlucky you can get. Because looking at the map, if you can make a beeline for the final room and not get teleported a single time, then it's like a medium mission at best, at worst that is. If you do get teleported like 2 or 3 times, then at that point it becomes really difficult. And part of it is RNG, because while the stalks that you're gonna meet at least twice cannot cast teleport on the first turn that they get, because they can be summoned and then that's their first turn. But from the second turn onwards, there is a small chance that they're gonna cast teleport, and with every passing turn there is a bit more chance. If you get unlucky, they can just constantly teleport you away on the second turn and you get no chance to fight them. So that's gonna be a problem, knowing my luck. But the cell stalks themselves aren't that strong. 25 HP, 38 dodge. I'm going to have to be... They also have 8 speed, so that's a problem. But again, their first turn doesn't really matter. I'm going to have to rely on, first of all, the Hellion will probably always start those fights with Iron Swan. And then the Houndmaster will probably do a Hound's Rush on them, because they are a beast. That's bonus damage. And those combined, if both of them can hit the enemy, then they should die. I should probably rethink these trinkets. And of course, I can also plague them with Blight, that's 6 extra damage. They are not very resistant to Blight, they have 67.5% resistance, which basically means that the Blight Amulet makes it so this is guaranteed to hit, essentially. They have like a 7.5% chance to resist it. But that's 6, or like, let's say 8 extra damage. The Hellion does have a bonus accuracy, 10 accuracy specifically, so this is 115 accuracy total. That means, doing some math over here, it's like 78%. I'm not actually sure that's enough. And then you have this guy who doesn't have any accuracy, and this is still 105. So I might have to rethink these trinkets. Specifically the Cudgel. Because that 25% stun skill chance is nice and all. But first of all, the stun ability cannot reach the back row where the stalk is. And the Mammoth Cyst has a pretty high stun resist, 97.5. So combined with this, 75. Yeah, that's about a 75% chance to land, which is good. But again, that's not the goal here. The goal here is to keep the stalks out of the picture. Which means that I have to be able to kill them in one turn, no matter what happens. So let's see about some accuracy trinkets. Because 10% damage, 8% crit, those are fine and all, but I would rather have the accuracy. I know I have the Ancestor Signet Ring, which is fine. What else do I have? that gives accuracy. I should have a few. Ancestor's Candle is... I'm starting to realize I a bit overestimated it. It's very good if you can combine it with someone who already has a lot of accuracy. For example, the Arbalest. The Arbalest already starts with a lot of accuracy. You can combine that with the Ancestor's Candle and maybe the Eye. And that's basically all they need. They're gonna hit everything with those. Anyway, we have the Ancestor's Signet. We have technically the Distended Crow's Eye, which basically just 10 accuracy for 15 stress, but if we have to do it, then we have to do it. But let's keep moving. Let's keep checking. 10 accuracy for 8 dodge, that's probably not worth it. But it's worth considering. Like the 5 crit... Well, minus 25% stress from the Heaven's Hairpin could counteract... Wait, that's... I'm looking at the wrong one. What was I looking at? No. The Fasting Seal is good, but again, it just depends on how many times we actually get teleported. Nah. I think that's 15, 120. That's like an 80% chance to hit. I'm not sure I can do better than that for her. But it does give some... It basically gives the same damage. So I'm just losing the crit in exchange for accuracy, which is worth it. I'm gonna swap it out right now, just so I know that this is better. Which is kind of weird, because this is an ancestral trinket, and this is a rare trinket. And this is... Over the course of the game, this is probably more useful. Let's see. Minus 100% food consumed. I have the Bloodthirst ring, which is pretty good if I need it. I don't think I'm gonna bring it though. Okay. Accuracy. Plus 4 accuracy, minus 4 dodge, minus 10% stress. I mean, it's better than nothing, but... yeah. That's for ranged. Actually, these are all ranged. This is melee, but this also has higher base chance. Yep. What was it? 10 accuracy for range skills in exchange for minus 2 dodge. Minus 2 dodge at this point is nothing. Like, he has 30 base dodge. Losing 2 dodge is nothing. I'm gonna swap that out and then see if I have to do anything with this. Plus 20% damage, plus 30% bleed skill chance. The bleed has 140, 150 chance to land. The white cell stock does in fact have a higher bleed resist than blight resist, but the white cell stock has to die in 1 turn every single time. I'm not sure if it actually matters. 140, that's about a 60% chance that it will land, more like a 50 I guess. But again, that's just 2 damage. The point is a plus 35% damage versus beast, so I don't think that matters. As for the Mammoth Cyst, it has higher blight and lower bleed resistance. The lower bleed resistance means that this has about a 70% chance to land, which is perfectly fine. This even has more, so I don't think the bleed skill chance is really necessary. The only thing we lose is the damage. And that shouldn't be a problem. We need more accuracy, because if we don't land the ability, then it's 0 damage. I don't think I have anything else that increases accuracy. I mean, plus 5 accuracy melee skills, that's not good here. And yeah, so the best he can have is the Signet Ring. So that's 20 bonus overall. That's 125. Minus 40, that's about an 85. No. 75? 125. Minus 25. No, 85. I was right the first time. So that's pretty reliable. And she has 15. So that's 80% chance to land this. That's what we are gonna have to work with. And he has plus 15 accuracy if in position 4. He is in position 4. I don't know how many enemies there are here that actually swap me around. I don't think there are many. Is there any hound on the way? There are a few hounds which can swap me around, but the only mandatory fight that has a hound is 3 hounds, at which point I can probably just deal with them anyway. And with the 15% accuracy, this girl has a 130% chance to land these, and even the stun. Even if the stun itself is kind of a low chance, but what can you do? But this has a 130 minus 4, so that's a 90% chance to land the 6 damage blight, which is perfectly fine. The blight itself has like it's basically a 100% chance, so yeah. We're gonna have to do this. It's lower damage, but in exchange for bigger... Yes. I think this is the best I can do. Kind of wondering if Bleed Out would be better than Wicked Hack. Because it has bonus damage, a huge crit modifier, a pretty decent bleed, which is good against assists. Same base accuracy. It can only attack the first enemy, but again, the assists are 3 big, so it doesn't really matter. I don't really want to get rid of the stun, just in case. Wait. Target whistle could be useful. Because the white cell doesn't have any protection, but the cyst has 25% protection, and if he can reduce that, we could make a lot better work of it, so to say. I'm gonna max it out just in case. Shot fucking scares me every time. Because during the bosses, Cry Havoc is probably a waste. I can use Cry Havoc in the intermediate fights. There are a few of them. A lot of antibodies. Templar Gladiator in the way. So yeah, this is about the best I can do, honestly. Checking over what I'm missing out on. I don't think it's anything. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I know. Okay. We probably want to take a lot of food here. Yeah, I saw that. I literally was looking at him at the time. I think 3 stacks should be enough. There is another half stack here, but I want to see what else I want to bring. I forgot what kind of anti-venom bandage etc I have to bring, so let's see. Huge design to grind you down. On top of that, fire with food you need to grind into the other purchase. You're going to do something which should save space. We take out party members fast to see or make some. No. Blight is much more of a threat in this level than Bleed. So that seems fair. And we probably need a lot of debuff stuff. Let's see. Yeah, the cyst has a debuff that reduces damage by 20%. The white cell stalk has a debuff that reduces speed by 5. So we're gonna need a lot of these. I don't think laudanum is necessary. Holy water could be nice, but I do need a lot of torches. And that's all I can bring. Well, I guess that's that. Does this look good? I just feel like I'm overking. Also, remind me when I get to the two mandatory fights against cysts and stalks to use the fucking doctrines. I never use them in the entire game. And I have 2 of them. So it's 1 for each fight. Which is perfect. And also, since I have so many firewood, I might just be able to use the firewood before each of the fights, like the hounds, that's fine. And then it's an empty room, and then a mammoth cyst fight, which I can camp for just before. And there are 2 more fights, and then the mammoth cyst wife cell stuck, so that basically with 1 camp I can make it to the final area. This should be enough. This should be good. Okay. Anything else? I think this is fine. I'm worried about the lack of bandage, but I think this many food is enough. This many torches are enough. Well, here we go.
The interminable stone holds are but an antechamber. The creature is vast beyond measure, and must be battled from within. Step over the threshold, and let the terrible truth worm its way into your mind. The Gateless Gate. A maddening aperture to realms beyond human understanding.
Oh, that's it. Okay. Well. I already like these noises. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we are inside something right now.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
But this is just a butthole. I mean, that's literally just a butthole. Okay. Ah, shit. Okay, from this point, I want to go to the right. I don't know that word, that's the problem.
The promise of safety.
Finchster. Well, I tried. There's gonna be a fight in here. It's 3 flesh hounds. They're not very dangerous. 34 HP, 29 dodge. They do have stress-inducing Nash, but I don't think it's too much stress actually. They don't have too much blight resist. It's like a 10% chance for them to resist it.
Precision and power.
There we go. Also the accuracy debuff. Now this deals damage to every one of them, but very, very low chance. These are also beasts, so this should be a lot of damage. Or I can just stun one of them. 73. It's about 75% chance to stun. We're doing some crowd control here, because these guys have an ability that shuffles the body. They use it relatively often. Yeah, that's just 6 stress. I don't really care about that. This guy literally has... Oh no, that's 7. Okay, so he's dead. I thought it was 6, but it's actually 7.
Well
Holy shit, what are you doing with all these crits? There we go. Mash. Good dodge. We don't have any riposte right now, but it's kind of a necessary evil. See, that's 4 stress because she has this. This much damage, we can just heal party up. Look at that. Ah, fuck. Okay, he has 2 more HP. Not for long!
Devastating blow.
Now I'm gonna stun the back one to get an extra turn. There we go.
Slowly, gently. This is how a life is taken.
I guess I could apply the dodge, because I do have this. It could be useful. Listen to this music. Very, very intense. How much speed do you have? 12 speed. Because the 9 speed enemy barely ever goes first. Okay, he has 1 health left. I can probably just deal with that like this. Not gonna stun, but I just wanted to get damage, and the stunning ability has 10% more chance to land. Okay, that was the first fight. We're looking pretty good. I could have swapped the Hellion with the Houndmaster just to get a breakthrough, but I wasn't thinking about it really. There should be nothing in this room. Alright. You can see that this was a... There is a fight in here and in here, so we already saved ourselves a fight. Now we want to go... Honestly, here it doesn't really matter whether we go right or down, because it's basically the same thing, but it technically depends, because if I go right, then the room battle after the system stalk is gonna be a bit easier, because it doesn't have an antibody that the fight downwards has. But it depends whether I want to fight a Templar Sniper or a Templar Gladiator, and I don't know what either of those are. So I should probably make an educated... I educate myself. The Templar Sniper definitely sounds better, but I want to make sure. Sniper is a weaker version Templar Warlord, so the Gladiator is probably the weaker version of the... whatever the other one was. Unlike the Warlord, it has only 1 action per turn, lacks the hard-hitting Revelation ability, which makes it much easier to deal with, but its remaining abilities can still do a lot of damage if you get careless. Use stuns and debuffs, blah 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 blah. It has very low bleed resist, decent blight resist. And it causes a big blight, and another big blight, and also a big debuff with Stinger Shot. It cannot hit the first spot, though. Has a huge crit chance. I know that we all love these noises that we're hearing right here, so I'm gonna check the Gladiator as well. The Impaler, that was the other one. The description is the same, has the same resistances, has the same big dodge, has lower speed but higher HP, has a stronger blight but only 1, and has a stunning ability. And they also deal a shit ton of damage no matter what. However, the Gladiator seems to deal a bit more damage, because he has an ability that deals 9 to 20 damage and applies 10 blight. So that's basically 19 to 30 if it doesn't get cured before that character's next turn. Amusingly, it cannot hit the last spot, which is the Plague Doctor. Whereas the Sniper's hardest hitting ability is 12 to 17, and it only applies a Blight 6 and a debuff, but I can remove the debuff. It's minus 33% damage, minus 10 crit. If a debuff doesn't reduce speed and you're willing to spend the medicinal herbs, then it's basically like it doesn't exist. Because if a debuff reduces speed, then yes, your character is probably going to move later on, which could affect the fight. But if it's anything else, you can just apply medicinal herbs before the character acts, and it's like he never had it. So yeah, the sniper definitely sounds better. Which means I have to go... Wait a second. It was confusing me. Okay. I have to go right. There is gonna be a Mammoth Sis White Cell Stalk combo, then a room fight, then I go down, there is a Templar Sniper, and then the final room. That is 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's in my best interest to camp right here.
A moment of respite. A chance to steal.
We don't need to heal anything. And now I know that I don't need to worry about ambushes in the Darkest Dungeon, so we can spend all of our time with buffs. And we don't need that. We have one 10 accuracy buff here, which I'm probably gonna put on someone. Battle Trance basically guarantees that she alone can probably kill the Stealth Stalk. And 10% crit just even more guarantees it. Anyway, you're gonna get the accuracy buff. I have 9, which means that I can do Battle Trance, Sharpened Spear, and Therapy Dog, which is just a minus 10% stress buff for everyone else. Plenty of bluff left to shed this day. Looks bad, but there is nothing to fear here. Is there not? I mean,
the match is struck.
Okay.
A blazing star
I don't want to say anything about that. Okay. So we're there. We have to go right. And there is gonna be the first Mammoth Sis White Cell Stalk fight right here. There it is! Look at it! Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, so we have to kill the Cell Stalk immediately. That's nice. You can probably just do this, and that's also gonna affect the big boy. I forgot the biscuit, but don't worry. I have a plan. No, I don't. There it goes.
That cuts on its own.
It's gonna summon one immediately afterwards. But again, on its first turn, it cannot summon. So if I just blast it immediately, then it cannot do anything. There's the laser. Yes, I should probably use a biscuit. There is no stalk here, so I can blast this guy. What did this do? 50% damage, 15 accuracy. There we go. Now we can apply the stronger one. And let's just say... Oh, fuck. This guy gets 2 actions per turn, so the debuffs actually are pretty strong. Also, I forgot to put on the protection reducing ability for the Houndmaster. I guess we're still fine. Let's see. Yeah, okay, that guarantees that it's gonna hit. Digestion. That's fine. These are AoE damage levels of healing here.
Masterfully executed.
There we go. There we go, 36 crit. I mean, that's good. See, because I've barely been focusing on the big guy, but he's still almost halfway dead. Hello, Decker. Yes, it is a weird boy. This is a mini boss fight, basically. Okay, let's do a healing just in case. I don't want to deal with the laser. Bulging gaze, that's double laser. Minus 20% damage on the Plague Doctor doesn't actually matter because most of the damage that I'm dealing with her is the blight and that doesn't get reduced. There we go. Keep fighting. Party heal. Very nice. See, everyone keeps maxed out. This is barely... What are you doing? I honestly don't really care about that. Take that back! Bulging gaze on the Vestal. Oh, a dodge. Very nice. Also, I'm looking at... I now know his skills and I can see that none of them stun or debuff or anything. I mean, one of them does debuff. Because she had a minus 20% whatever, but it doesn't matter. Fuck. Well, keep doing that. It's almost dead. That's 11 turn-based damage right there. Oop, never mind. It's dead. Dead. To think I didn't even need to prepare a group for this, because I literally just had this group ready. Okay, let's keep going. There should be... No, there is gonna be a fight in this room. Yeah, I mean, that's a way to look at it. There is gonna be a pretty easy fight. Look at all those buffs. Okay, let's go. We have these beauties over here. And I think the dangerous one is probably the Flesh Hound. Because these just move me and deal damage. I don't care about that. This guy deals stress, and they haven't shuffled my team yet, but I was told that they have the capability for that. So I'm... Oh, what is that? Marked. I don't care about that. I'll be honest. There we go. They have really low health. I mean, for final enemies, you would think they have more than 25 health. I actually think I'm gonna stun the dog. Surprisingly low stun resist as well. And then now that, yeah, she's being sent to the back row, but that just means that I can break through. Okay, he's dead, he's dead. This is the only problematic one still. 10, 12. Yeah, shit, that didn't hit. He gets one more turn, which is gonna be just another one of these. Let's do a party here to counteract all that shit. And I mean, technically he's dead anyway, but there's really nothing I want to do here. My stress is impeccable. There we go. Go back to your place. And now we just go straight down, all the way down. There's gonna be one Templar sniper and then the final room, and that's it. Just wanna point this out. The final room is somewhere here. The entire dungeon itself is about this big. There's a lot of stuff over here, and there are some rooms below where the final room is. I don't need to camp here because I still have the buffs, every single one. After the Templar, I might go back, because this is the final room right over here that you see. The Templar is somewhere in this corridor, so after I beat it, I can still go back here. That's that. Okay, where are you, Templar?
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted.
There it is.
This is made clear.
Well, start throwing grenades. Can you stun it? 50% chance to stun. It would be pretty useful. Eldritch Beast has a shit ton of dodge. Oh. That means we're gonna have to use Illumination. Let's try to stun it. Okay, it dodged. Let me just check. 140, so that was like a 70% chance. Yeah, that's happened. Torment is the one ability that I don't mind, even though it hit my halberd girl, Alien, that's the name, for 26 crit damage. It just deals damage and does nothing else, so I don't really care about that. Let's keep doing this. There it is, that's the 50%. Doesn't get this turn. That means I'm gonna heal the Alien. Even though I really want to reduce his dodge. Then again, maybe I don't even need to do that. He's almost dead already. Yeah, the stun chances are usually much worse. And it's not exactly 50% because the attack itself has to land. And he has a huge dodge chance. Not against the grenades because the Plague Doctor Malvia just has the best aim in the universe. Holy shit. Yeah, never mind. Okay, let's head back. Any second. Yeah, we should calm down. We're just backtracking. Okay. Let's take the firewood.
A spark without kindling is a goal without hope.
Let's hit 4 just to heal up these guys. And I guess I'm gonna do the exact same thing I did last time. It's been really working out for the Coyote, the Alien. So, Sharpened Spear, Battle Trance, Accuracy for you. Can I give any other buffs? Because I have the Therapy Dog, but is there any other buff? Not really, no. I can give protection, I guess. 5% protection, that's kinda useless. No, not really. Stress, I really don't need the stress buff though. You know what, let's just give everyone some protection. 5% prot.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow
If things work out well, I'm not even gonna use half of this food, but you're welcome. Alright. And I'm gonna have to use... I actually don't need to use dog treats against the stalk. I can kill the stalks without it, and then use dog treats to finish off the cyst as soon as possible. Okay, everyone is in their place. Every ability is what I want it to be. Yes. I guess I could bring the protection. They don't really deal stress damage, do they? The Stealth Stalk doesn't, it just does buffs and stuff. And Assist, this does some damage. Budging Gaze does 15 stress damage, but I don't think it's gonna have the chance to actually use it. But you know, I could also just Blackjack. Because I'm not gonna try to stun, I'm just gonna try to blast it with Hound's Rush. Yeah, let's just do that. As for you, yeah, let's do this. Okay. Alright, so you see the background, that's apparently that's the heart of the beast. It shows space, which makes sense considering the circumstances. There we go. Wait, that's not it. He has 8 more damage. In the meantime, I'm gonna reduce this guy's dodge. Very good. Reconstitute. 8 heal. Basically just healed up what damage you took. That is very loud. There we go. Does Budging Gaze, so we get a turn. Now we're gonna target Whistle. It's also good because target Whistle marks the target, and this deals 100% extra damage versus mark. I'm not gonna eat the Doctorates yet, I'm gonna do that next turn. There we go. Now it has no protection and no dodge. So I have a basically maxed chance to hit it. Let's see. 22. And the big bleed. And the bigger blight with a crit. 7-5, that's a 12 damage every time it acts. And it acts twice a turn. Okay. I don't think I need to heal. I would rather reduce the dodge chance of the stalk if I can help it. It resisted it, that's sad. But I'll leave. You know, considering that the Mammoth Cyst is essentially a final boss of this particular dungeon, it's dealing 8 damage. At this point, that's essentially nothing. There it goes. No. Biscuit is for next turn. It's still gonna... Oh wait, it's not gonna be marked. Fuck. Whatever. The protection minus... Maybe still gonna be... fuck it. I don't even care anymore. Reduce the dodge regardless. Gonna summon. That's fine. I don't know if I'm ever gonna be able to hit this guy with the Houndmaster because the 2 turns means that the stuff is gonna fall off too fast. It's already half HP, I haven't even hit it directly yet. There we go. That's gonna kill it. You know what, fucking eat the Scooby snack and just blast this guy. There we go. That's 21 damage a turn. Let's do a party heal because the Vestal is kind of getting low and everyone else is nervous. That's a summon. I honestly feel like if I hit this guy with the bleed out, he would die next turn, but I'm gonna just play safe. Yeah, 7 damage at this point of the game is a joke. There we go, he's dead. There we go, he's almost dead. There it goes.
Maintain the offensive.
He's gonna do a summon. And the thing is here, even though, yeah, I could just kill this guy right now, but I'm pretty sure if he dies, the stock still stays around, and I don't want to give it a single turn of chance. There it goes. Hello.
Merit, unless inordinate exsanguination be considered a virtue.
Its first turn. It never uses teleport on the first turn. And I'm pretty sure I can kill it right here. Like, I would have to get really, really unlucky for this to not work. Okay.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a
Locus
slow
Beacon.
and insidious killer.
This must be it. The beginning of the end. Activate the portal. Yeah, that doesn't seem like a good idea, but let's do it. What did that do? Oh, there's the portal. Can we step into it? Okay, let's leave. Can I point out, this was the second to final dungeon of the game. Hyatt became soft from all this critting, but she drinks now. Melville, fragile, soft and fragile, but she no longer feels the warrants. What do you have to say?
At last, the twisted heart of the world is laid bare. For sword or supplication.
That's pretty good, because I'm probably gonna need new characters to go into the final dungeon. Stress removed. That's nice, because, I mean, Bordel was kind of stressed out. She's not gonna go on any other Darkest Dungeon missions, but still. This is cured. Everything is nice. Everything is happy. Just ignore the red moon, okay? What do we have here? It's mostly crap. Does it mean anything? So we have all these guys. We have a rank 3 Vestal and the rank 3 Man-at-Arms over here, and even a Musketeer. So, and a level 2 Highwayman. So whatever we're gonna have to hire, we have a lot of useful stuff here. Yeah. Hell is in the heart. At last, the twisted heart of the world is laid bare for sword or supplication. I don't know this word, but this is what he said when I beat the previous mission. No, Louiette, you're really not ready for action. So... Oh, okay. Kill one Heart of Darkness. That's a good game, Heart of Darkness. Anyway, since we got to this far, the next order of action for me right here is to read what awaits us. I'm not expecting much. First of all, it is a short mission, you can see right here, so I don't think there will be too much here. Aside from the boss itself. Again, I feel like there will be multiple bosses for like stay. But anyway, let's read. Because I'm not going in there unprepared. And yeah, I would really love if Reynaud could join us, but I don't think I have the time to really wait for him. Lost and found. That would... I lost Reynaud. Can I get him back? Okay. Okay, let's read. The wiki says, "This is it, the end. One hallway, one destination, one boss. Most party compositions will work here, as long as they aren't totally flawed, e.g. rank 4 leper. However, the battle will be easier if you can attack all 4 positions. Basically bring a Hellion. Okay. If Reynard and Dismas are still alive, you can bring them both to unlock an achievement. If you do seek this achievement, bear in mind that the Never Again feature means they absolutely cannot participate in any prior Darkest Dungeon quest, unless you're on Radiant difficulty. For once, you don't need to bring food or torches, there are no hunger checks, and as soon as you enter the dungeon, the torch icon and retreat button will disappear. While keys are useless, there is one chest in a secret room halfway down the hallway with a special item. You cannot snuff out the torch during this mission, so you cannot gain the benefit of low light trinkets such as Moonring and Dark Crown, but high light trinkets like the Ancestor's Candle or the Sunwing will work. As you proceed down the hall, you run into the end. This is spoilers. I should probably read this because it's a fight, but yeah, it's spoilers. I'm kind of spoiling this for myself, but it seems like kind of important. Considering that I was like, oh, you meet it, he has like 5 HP, blah 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 blah, but then like 3 paragraphs later it's still talking about him, so maybe it's important. So yeah, spoiler alert. I guess I already said it, but you know. As you proceed down the hall, you run into the Ancestor, who will give a few speeches explaining his motives. I'm not gonna read the quotes, the speeches will be brand new, I'm not spoiling the story itself, just the gameplay. Once you enter the final room, your party will have to fight him. Is he the final boss? The Ancestor himself has only 5 HP in this fight phase, so he has multiple phases, I knew it. But is immune to all forms of damage. Oh shit. He will summon 3 perfect reflections at the start of the fight. Aim to kill at least 1 reflection per turn so that he will be forced to summon more during his turn. Otherwise, he will heal the reflections with time mends all, except my party apparently. The reflections on the turn they are summoned will not have any actions, so it pays to eliminate as many of them as possible to reduce the number of enemy actions you're facing. Perfect reflections have 36 health. Not like 17.75% dodge, which is basically nothing and no protection. Very low resistances. So yeah, that should be fine. While summoning more reflections, the Ancestor may use either sporadic reproduction or imperfect reproduction. I really don't see him. I don't want to see him reproduce, okay? I'm not here for that. I'm not interested. Imperfect, sporadic. I guess he's a kinky guy. And both moves have a chance of creating an imperfect reflection. Killing that will do 1 damage to the Ancestor. Grind through the reflections, making use of their low stun resist to keep them under control. And after the 5th imperfect reflection is killed, you will proceed to the next phase of the fight. The Ancestor's imperfect debuff resistance could theoretically mean you can... What? Imperfect debuff resistance? Mean that you can debuff his bleed or blight resistant and affect him with a dot skill to cheese the fight. This is, however, a tedious undertaking. The Ancestor will grow in size and then summon 3 absolute nothingness. They behave much like the Prophet's pews. While doing absolutely nothing by themselves, they can't be destroyed. They're immune to everything and have 999 dodge, as well as a massive health pool. Specifically 999 health, 999 dodge, 1000 of every resistance. They don't do anything. Fun fact, a hero with the Fated quirk has a 10% chance to hit them regardless. Not that it's gonna do anything, but that's kind of funny. The Ancestor will constantly change position while dealing high damage and applying bleed. This is why you want a team that can hit every position. Which technically just means that Dismas is perfect for this, because point blank shot hits the first, pistol shot can hit all others, Duelist Advance can hit the first position. Yeah. Oh wait, so Dismas is the first one. He's guaranteed to come. Oh, constant change. Dealing high damage and applying bleed. However, his non-existent move resistance gives the player the ability to shuffle him into more favorable positions if their team has the ability to do so. When the Ancestor's health is reduced to 0, the Gestating Heart will spawn. The heart is almost totally defenseless, save for a weak blight attack. Attacking it will actually heal your characters, although there is a chance they'll be blighted as well. Take this moment of reprieve to either heal or buff, or simply tear away as the Gestating Heart, for easy health replenishment. Once you either kill the heart, or 3 full combat turns pass, it changes form and reveals the final boss, the Heart of Darkness. If you trigger this last phase of the fight by depleting the Gestating Heart's HP, the Heart of Darkness begins with a little less health. Otherwise, you have to fight through all 252 of its HP. Honestly, for a final boss, that's not that much. The Heart's abilities might seem underwhelming at first. Just bleed, blight, and stress attacks, on top of 1 action per turn. However, it has the hardest hitting special ability in the game. Come unto your maker, which forces you to pick a hero to suffer an instant death blow, which ignores all form of dodge or protection except God. It will only use this skill twice. Once after its health drops below 2/3 if you have 4 party members alive, and once after its health falls below 1/3 if you have 3 party members alive. Choose the hero to die wisely. You really don't want to be left with no attack abilities to finish it off with. However, be advised that these deaths count against the cap in Stygian Blood Moon mode. I don't have that. Still, if you are down to 2 deaths, the only way to avoid failure is to bring 1 hero less than the maximum death count allotted. If you have only 2 deaths, blah 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 blah. I don't have this. I'm not playing with that. I don't even know what that is. Note that you can actually finish off the heart before it has a chance of doing its 1-hit kill attack. It has been done before. That's a link. That phrase is a link. It has been done before. It goes to our YouTube link, so I'm not gonna open this right now. Using a leper at the front and 3 plague doctors constantly buffing him with emboldening vapors, dropping the heart to just above 2/3 HP and getting a crit with the buffed leper. That's funny. I would like to try that, but I'm not gonna risk it. Also, I don't have enough plague doctors. Be warned that if you fail to do enough damage to kill it and merely bring it from above 2/3 HP to below 1/3 HP, the Heart of Darkness we use come unto your maker twice in a row. The Heart of Darkness itself is relatively easy to kill once it's used up its final attack. Finish it off with your 2 survivors to win the game. Okay, let's see. So yeah, Leviat is probably coming. I feel like no wait, Melville is not ready to come. Let me see, because I would assume that the Ancestor is human / eldritch. Yes, he is. Doesn't really do anything much. What am I doing? The heart is probably just pure eldritch. Yes. Size unimaginable. Okay, calm down. Calm down. The Gestating Heart itself has 189 HP. It's purely used for healing. And the Heart of Darkness doesn't really have much protection. 23.75 dodge, 252 health. So it does do a lot of stress. But there are 3 abilities that do basically all 3 of its abilities do stress except the death blow for obvious reasons. But the one ability that does a lot of stress doesn't actually do anything else. Just stress. There is a part of the wiki here for the Heart of Darkness called Surviving Command to Your Maker. If you can destroy the heart in one fell swoop before it reaches one of those HP thresholds. The best way to do this, equip powerful plus damage and plus crit on someone that can hit extremely hard. The Helapper is ideal. Whittle the heart down. You know, the fact that everything here has so little dodge, like the heart itself has 24, Gestating Heart also 24, the Ancestor. I mean, I'm not gonna directly attack the Ancestor, but where is it? Perfect Reflection, Imperfect Reflection. They have 18, I guess. 17, that kind of stuff. So if I had a leper, I could easily bring it because the low accuracy wouldn't actually affect it in any way. But since I don't have a leper, I mean, I have one, but he can't exactly go back. I could just bring I can bring an occultist. Like, the occultist wouldn't actually need weakening curse because nothing has protection and the damage values are actually kind of low. I could bring Daemon's Pool. The dodge, I also don't really need to reduce it, but the mark could be useful for pistol shot. I could also bring Marquez for the mark. Who else can I bring? I really don't think I need to bring Monshol or this kind of defensive people. Bolane could be pretty good. Sniper shot can hit most positions. One thing is sure, I want 1 Vestal and 3 DPS. Yeah, the size, I mean, it does say that the size of the heart is unimaginable. Also, its class is Cosmic. The Heart of Darkness is Cosmic, so an Occultist wouldn't actually be dealing extra damage against it. Because it's not Eldritch. I kinda want to bring Bolane in the 4th position. What's a back row attack? Abyssal Artillery. Well, Sacrificial Stab in the 3rd position is also a pretty safe and it actually deals more damage. But I don't think that's necessary. I do want someone who can manage stress, just in case. So I might just bring Cavalier. I know he doesn't deal any extra damage. But Brix isn't exactly ready. Pantul is not good for this, really. Marquez could be good. He can mark. And then just keep blasting with 90% extra damage. Like this. What do you think about this? There is no stress reduction, but if I can beat them fast enough, it shouldn't be a problem. The Ancestor himself doesn't cause any stress, because he just summons a bunch of stuff. And, oh my god. And whatever it summons, I don't know what they actually do. They do cause some stress. I should bring a stress reduction. You know what? Do I really need stress reduction? I mean, it's like 4 fights, and one phase of them is completely pointless. What do you think, Raven? Is this a good fight? Can I just go right now? Just finish the game today? Right now? Oh, you're not here. 1 second, I'm gonna take a sip in that case. I need to think it over, because I did want to bring Reynard, but sadly he's dead and it would take a very long time of farming to actually bring him back. Yeah. Reynard would be perfect in the first position. I would definitely bring him. Sadly he's dead. I'm gonna look everyone over just in case we have everything ready. Yes, you're ready. You are ready. Marquez. Now you're ready. What is this? Accuracy, bleed, debuff. Might as well max that out. I don't think I'm gonna use it. It does reduce dodge by 30. Whereas, where are you? This reduces protection and buffs self by 5 speed, so that's okay. But reducing dodge is more useful here because I don't think anyone here has protection. Okay. As for the equipment, I think everyone I see has maxed out equipment. Yes. Any final trinket sales? This is all garbage. I should also check what kind of trinkets I would bring for these. I mean the Vestal is obvious. Healing. Bolane, it's gonna get the eye. Because that alone fixes her accuracy. I'm pretty sure combined with this 130 accuracy, she basically can hit everything guaranteed. So that's fine. And then some range damage. Which probably would be the musket ball, 8% crit, 10% damage. Or the fusement matchstick, 2 speed, but 2% less crit. But no stress. I guess I should bring the fusement matchstick. That's like 10 speed for her, very quick. Very well, you're done. Most of what you'll be doing that's targeted is range. It's gonna be the pistol shot. Making sure that that always hits. Probably a good call. That also makes your speed 10 as well. 15 accuracy on this means 120. That's a 90% chance to hit. Give or take. So that's good. Yes. As for the other one, I guess you're just gonna get the Ancestor's Musket Ball. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna swap these two. Because this increases stress by 10%, so it's good that this doesn't increase it. And this increases it by 10%, but the Arbalest is gonna have 15% minus stress on account of having the Prophet's Eye in 4th position. So that seems like the correct call. And the Bounty Hunter, for once, I might be able to use Wolf's Tassel because I am going to use Mark. Whether it be him or the Arbalest applying it, doesn't matter. I am going to use the Mark. And it's just free damage and accuracy. It does say that 5% crit versus size 2, but I'm pretty sure that means size 2 or bigger. I'm gonna check on that real quick. Wolf's Tassel. Brigand Wolf. Apparently it doesn't say Trinkets. Wolf's Tassel. The crit buff applies for any enemy that is size 2 and above. That is the same thing as the bounty hunter's camping skill. So yeah, you're getting that, sure, yes. Beyond that, what else do you need? Because that's 10 accuracy. That's 115. That's like 85% chance to hit. Everything else is free. So I guess either something that gives damage or something that gives a little more hit chance. I think the Ancestor's Candle is fine. 15% extra damage, 2 speed, 5 dodge. I'm not gonna get camping, so I don't know why I'm even looking at the camping skills. Okay, before I decide to go or not, I should probably go. I have 3 hours to finish this one dungeon. If I fail, then fuck. But if I win, then it's the end of the game. I'll be right back. I'm back. I just want to check something. Yeah, this never got upgraded. Kind of interesting that you spend all the entire game upgrading the abbey and the tavern. This is literally 100% upgraded. And then in the end it turns out you don't actually need it, because whenever you beat the darkest dungeon, everyone just gets good. Why are you dumb? Also, I might as well just hire all these people.
Elusive, evasive, persistent. Righteous traits for a rogue. The raw strength of youth may be spent, but his eyes hold the secrets of 100 campaigns.
Because these torch people don't count against it, so might as well hide them. Okay, so Raven, I have a question for you.
In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
This is also maxed out. These are maxed out, I know. So the only thing I didn't max out is the Abbey. And that's because I don't have the busts. I don't think I can get enough busts. By 23, 46, 69 busts. I might be able to get that actually. I'm not gonna have enough crests, but let's see, I want to might as well. How many crests? 60, 69, so hit 87. So that's 30, so I need 33 more. There, everything is maxed out. Literally the entire town is maxed out.
Against the bloodshed.
I'm pretty sure at least. I thought that would be an achievement, but apparently not. I have no idea. I know these, or maybe I didn't. No, I upgraded. The blacksmith was destroyed once, but no, everything is upgraded. Didn't upgrade this? Yeah, I upgraded this as well. I don't believe there is no achievement for this. What the hell? Where is this? Oh, I just realized that I have this game on GOG and not Steam. That's why the Steam thing is not showing up. I don't know if GOG actually has achievements. Darkest dungeon. Where is it? View all achievements. Let's go to the bottom. In the mouth of madness, have a hero, kill each hero class without losing any hammer, reach the max prestige level. Butcher Circus. A lot of Butcher Circus stuff. On the old road we found redemption. Dismas and Reynard made it to the final Darkest Dungeon quest. That's sad, but I'm probably not gonna go for that. Acquire all your ancestors' trinkets. I got that. Well, no, I didn't get the Shambler trinkets. Complete the game, complete all caretaker goals. Is that it? Is that the caretaker? No, wait, the caretaker goals are these. I don't have a Grave Robber on Reserve 6. That's the only one I'm missing. Kill all bosses, kill any boss, complete the game within 99 weeks. I'm a bit over that. Give me a second. Lose a hero to hunger. That's an achievement. Fully upgrade the town, restore to its former glory. So I would have that now. So my question is, should I just go to the Darkest Dungeon right now? Because I feel like this team can beat it. I have an Arbalest. I don't think this is necessary. I can bring this for some potentially stress relief, but I don't think it's gonna be necessary. I don't think the bowl is gonna be necessary either. Although, yeah, I'm just wasting time here, so I don't want to waste too much more time. Either yes or no. Move resist of the reflections is up to 73. This is 105 to actually land. That's not good. The other one has 58. That's like a 50% chance, give or take. What do you need a few seconds for? Here we go. I almost feel like Duelist Advance is not even good here. But it can still allow point blank shot to be used. I want to bring Pool. I don't think Flashbang is necessary here. I mean, stunning the things is a good strategy, so I guess I'm gonna bring it regardless. Can you stun? You have accuracy reduction. Yeah, let's just bring that. What do you need? Give me a few minutes for Raven. Because I've been on this screen for like 20 minutes. I really need to do some gameplay. I don't think these are gonna change when I go to the Darkest Dungeon. Yeah, these are the exact same things. This team doesn't have stress reduction. That could be the one problem that I have. Are any of you Eldritch phobia? No, it doesn't seem like it. No positive, no negative, so yeah. Also, I set up the trinkets. I have them set up, it's perfect. Okay, well. Is there a map to this place? Not much. Okay. Now, the wiki said that we don't need food or torches. We want one key. Because I want to see the secret stuff. And I guess we just need... This guy is fucking freaking out. Stop. What the hell? I'm gonna bring 2 keys just because. Okay, I think that's it. That's all we need. We don't need anything else. Fuck it. I'm gonna bring some food just because I am so used to having food in my inventory that not bringing any just feels wrong. There we go. Food for luck, yes. And also it can technically restore health, but I don't think I can do that mid-fight, so it's whatever. Okay, one final check through. Okay. Wait, I'm gonna change. Wait, it's pointless to change that title. Whatever, go! Hello? Okay. I guess we're in space now.
In all my terrible researches, what I sought was a glimpse behind the veil, a crumb of cosmic truth. I found it here, and in that moment of brain-blasting realization, I ceased to be a man, and became a herald, an avatar of the crawling chaos.
I can't tell if he's smiling or not. Also, for you guys, there we go. I'm just stopping each time because I know there is like a secret room somewhere. Also, stop gaining stress. We literally do not have light problems out in space. I don't know why you're stressing out. I don't even have the choice to not listen to him.
Life feeds on life. In your petty pursuit of family redemption, you consume those who rally to your cause, and in so doing, you strengthen the thing, accelerating the end. This is as it should be. It is why you are here.
Revelations. This entire mission was part of his master plan, and that's why he encouraged me to keep going. I don't know why I never questioned that I just hear his voice in my head telling me all this stuff. I guess that should have been like a telling sign. Journal page. A snippet from the journal of a doomed expedition. A strange note written on bloody human flesh. You examine the ragged piece of flesh. It reeks of sweat and tears. A series of crude gouges in the skin pulsate and seep blood. They seem to form a pattern. You can just make out the following. We at Red Hook Games are deeply grateful for your support and your time spent in the darkest dungeon. Good luck in the coming battle. Well, thank you, Red Hook Games. Yeah, that's a secret room, like a message from the devs. I heard that it's there, I just didn't know that what it says. Apparently they wrote it on skin. I don't know who they sacrificed. Probably the admin.
We are chained here forever, you and I, at the end of the world. Free yourself, rouse the thing, and embrace the ineffable cosmic hideousness that lives within us all.
You know, you've been here for quite a while. I think you could have came up with a better name than The Thing. Because that's kind of taken already. I'm pretty sure it's taken already. Okay, so we're making it to the final room. It's yeah, well, it's something. Okay. Are we ready for this? No.
You still foolishly consider yourself an entity separate from the whole. I know better. And I will show you.
Alright, so here we are. The final battle. That's the ancestor. These are perfect reflections. I'm pretty sure every time you kill a perfect or an imperfect reflection, I don't know, he suffers 1 HP loss and he has 5 HP. We better start blasting. I don't... you know what? I should probably do Duelist Advance. Give me a second. Perfect Reflection's abilities can target any position. So with a little bit of luck I can get some counter on them. I can't actually hit this guy with it. I should have attacked the second guy. Yeah. I mean, 11 healing is not that much. They do have 9 speed, which is a problem. Okay, that one's dead. This time I'm gonna attack the second one, because the Arbalest can actually hit that as well. Yeah, they can deal some stress damage. That attack is the one that deals damage, but does less stress. The other attack that they have does less damage, but deals a lot more stress. 18. Ah, shit. Finish it off, please. Thank you. Let's try to finish the last one off really quickly. Sporadic reproduction, it creates perfect reflections. I think I want imperfect reflections. Because if I kill those, then he takes damage. You know what? I'm gonna keep that there. I'm gonna take the second one. The arbalest can just kill. Let's do this one. That's more surefire. Yeah, it wouldn't have killed the other one. We are fine. Oh. Don't do that again. Sad that I can't actually finish him off because oh, imperfect reproduction. So that's what it looks like when he's imperfect. A little different. Also now the arbalest can attack it, so that's fine. Let's do an AoE heal. I want to be safe. Ah shit, I was really hoping you could kill that. Yeah, that looks considerably different. Killing the imperfect ones damages the ancestor, right. Reunion, I don't particularly worry about. It is some stress, but not enough to be a problem. It's the other one. It deals a lot more stress. Sporadic, yeah, it keeps summoning perfect ones. That's not good for me. The other one. You know, Vestal is dealing with them surprisingly well, considering that her stun has like 130% chance to land. These guys have 73% stun resist. That's a good one. Ow. Okay, I see an imperfect one, yes. I don't know if I can finish it right now, but I'm gonna try. Perfect, that's why I debuffed it. Because I'm kind of focusing on the imperfect one. If the other ones are useless, then I don't care that they're alive. Okay. Imperfect reproduction, so it's gonna create another imperfect one. No? What the fuck is the difference between those abilities? It's just I guess the chances are different. Yeah, he's kind of stressing out. Okay. Basically, regardless of which ability he uses, the difference is the more of them I kill, the more of them he summons per turn. He's also less likely to heal them, and if the more of them he summons, the more likely there is gonna be an imperfect one. I was kind of hoping for some stress reduction there. Not gonna lie. Also, again, 3 perfect ones. Not good. Porodic. I see an imperfect. Yes. Thank you very much. Just blast it. Reunion I don't care about. And you're stunned. Okay. Sadly, can't attack the first position. Time heals all is almost the best case scenario. He got some crits right now, but I mean, like, doesn't really matter. We are the same is the problem ability, because that's a lot of stress. I really don't need to... I didn't need to bring a Vestal. I'm starting to get the feeling I didn't need a Vestal. Like, look at this health. Look at these health values. Ow. Yeah, that's a problem. I see at least one. Yeah, one of them is imperfect. I can't hit it, sadly. I don't think marking it is really necessary because these two guys are kind of can destroy it anyway. Especially if the Arbalest can help. I don't like this either, but we're gonna have to weather it. That's good. One more. Good. You know what? I'm gonna let that run. I would rather stun someone. Especially with a crit that reduces stress a little bit. Mm, 26.5, 18. Come on, come on. Yes, I see it. There is one, and it's in the second position, which I can't probably... Oh, there it is. The
flesh is fluid. It can be changed, reshaped, remade.
Okay, so now he's big boy. Now he's a big boy, but I don't know what he can really do. I'm kind of worried. But I think whatever he can do, I'm gonna reduce his accuracy if I can help it. Nope. Okay. Can I... No, I can't reach there. So reduce his dodge then, whatever. I'm gonna forego repost in favor of just doing this. He can be repositioned. Oh, that probably hurt. But it's not too much stress, actually. These two in the middle probably don't want that, though. Anyway. That's a 44 crit. And can I stun him? He actually can be stunned, 73%. There it is, he's stunned. He also only has one action per turn, which is weird for a final boss. I'm not gonna question it. Let's try to debuff him regardless. Minus 20 accuracy can ensure that these guys can reduce the stress a bit. The mark. This is a good time to put on the riposte, and it was a crit. Oh shit. And this is why I reduced his accuracy by 20! And I shuffled him in the front, where even though the arbalest cannot hit him, the highwayman will be able to point blank shot him. I'm gonna reduce some stress right here. Keep healing, party. Maybe I'll get a crit heal. There we go. And he's in the second position now, still stunned, which means that first of all, this guy can hit him. The arbalest can also hit him. He's not marked, but fuck it, I'm just gonna blast him. Ah, fuck. I don't know why this keeps happening, but he's critting like a madman. I am critting too, but I need that for the stress reduction. Okay, that's a first. Okay, 22, 26. Yeah, we're gonna take care of that, don't worry. Let's reduce the stress a little bit, that's fine. Okay, he has 14 health left. Embrace futility, I don't know what that is. That's a problem. I kinda don't want to finish him yet. Because I want to heal. I mean, I will have some time to heal, so let's just... Ah, fuck. I said finish. Oh shit.
The flesh is immortal. It is undying. Pray it does not take too hideous a form.
So now if I attack this, and we get some healing. If I can finish it off, then the final boss is gonna start with less HP. Might as well keep hitting it. It's just some blight, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, the crits are really happening for these guys. We're also getting some blight, but I mean, these kind of levels of blight, even the 7, really not that problematic. I'm gonna actually mark him. I have one more turn left. And then it changes. That ability doesn't actually activate riposte badly. Okay, 8 damage, I should probably have removed that. Okay, 20 HP. Can I finish it off? It's up to you, Marquez. Yes!
Behold the heart of the world, progenitor of life, father and mother, alpha and omega, our creator and our destroyer.
The boss starts about a good 60 health less, about a fourth of its HP. Also, it still has the marked. Also, look at how small I am in comparison. Oh no. Well, let's reduce the dodge. I mean, the previous form was size 2 as well. And you know what? Fuck riposte. I'm gonna go for the 50% bonus damage. Come on to your maker, that's gonna kill someone. I just realized that the Arbalest is not gonna be in 4th position anymore, if anyone else dies. Well... do I even need the Vestal here? The heart probably mostly does stress damage. But it does do well, it does do some damage, I guess. Puncture, dissolution. I'm not even sure if it's gonna get the chance to do that. But I'm gonna probably kill her second. I'm sorry, whatever your name is, Boleyn. I know you had a good run, but we have to. That is puncture, which is dodge. Alright. Can I stun? I actually can stun it. 88%. I have like a 40% chance. Yeah, that's what I expected. Okay. Okay, I managed to stun it. Know this. 11. Well, at least I can think I know who's gonna die next. put on some holy water actually. And I think if I attack here, I'm gonna put it in the second phase. But I actually want to mark it. It's gonna use it again. There it is. Ah, 2 HP. Puncture. Easily survivable. Resisted the bleed. You know what this means? Dismas has been there from the very beginning. And now he gets the final blow.
Victory. A hollow and ridiculous notion. We are born of this thing, made from it, and we will be returned to it in time. The great family of man. A profusion of errant flesh, multiplying, swarming, living, dying, until the stars align in their inexorable formation, and what sleeps is roused once more. To hatch from this fragile shell of earth and rock, and bring our inescapable end. So seek solace in a manner befitting your lineage, and take up your nugatory vigil, haunted forever by that sickening prose echoing through the infinite blackness of space and time. Ruin has come to our family.
Darkest Dungeon. This is the screen that shows when you start the game every single time. Darkest Dungeon is about making the most of a bad situation. Quests will fail or must be abandoned. Heroes fuck it, I was reading! Okay, you can read it yourself, fuck it. 145 weeks.
Let each help the other, and in so doing, help themselves.
Yeah, helping hand would have been nice anytime during the time where I was leveling people or getting trinkets or whatever. But yeah, it's nice and bright here. And there is no Darkest Dungeon, but I can still keep going. Look at this. Everyone's here. Everyone's here. That's probably Reynolds from Beyond the Grave over there. And that's over there is probably Dismas. No, he has a green bandana. He's not actually here. That's probably not even Reynolds. Whatever. Okay, well. Honestly, I didn't expect to finish the game today. This is still happening, so that's not over. Looking over the rewards. Yeah. So, not only did I read the Hamlet of this ancient evil, whatever it was, but I also leveled up everything, so the entire Hamlet is booming. Let's fill up the roster real quick, just to say that it's booming.
This man understands that adversity and existence All one and the same.
Okay, ayo. Huh? More.
To fight the abyss, one must know it.
Yeah, this stuff is still happening. Everyone's
You
still
will be
loving that for
laughing
whatever
still
reason.
At the end.
There we go, we're full. What do I do now? I didn't expect to beat the game today. I guess I should sum up my opinion on the game, and then I'm gonna end the stream afterwards. First of all, these final 2 dungeons. Yes, I did look up the answers, what's coming up, and what I should do. I did look those up. I did that so I don't have to do like a scouting mission and then fail that scouting mission because it was meant to fail, so I can scout out what happens next and then, you know. But honestly, if you're playing by the meta, you're probably going to bring a Hellion anyway. You would probably bring like a Minotaur just in case something. So the 3rd and the 4th Darkest Dungeon mission would be relatively easy regardless if you just stick to meta setups, because those are good enough to deal with them. And I mean, even if I had Reynard, bringing Reynard and Dismas, entirely possible. Instead of like Marquez, the bounty hunter, I would just bring the Crusader, which less damage, but he can handle the stress that was building up. Like, yeah, I lost 2 characters because I had to. That would happen regardless. But the stress, if it builds up too fast, the Crusader can definitely help with that. So it would be an entirely legit team to just bring Dismas, Reynard. Honestly, if you set up Reynard as a healer, you probably don't even need a Vestal. You can just bring Dismal, Reynard, and 2 more, like Marquez, a bounty hunter, and then maybe a jester if you have it for more stress reduction. And then if you do that team, the final mission would probably be a joke. I'm not gonna lie, it was not difficult. You can also bring an arbalest for bandages, but I don't really like that. But yeah, basically whatever can work. And bringing Dismas and Reynard is actually a benefit, because that's a pretty good start to the team. As for the game itself, I can't really say anything that I haven't already said while playing the game. And I think now that I finished the game and I realized, you know, the final dungeon of the game isn't actually that scary. The moment you start having rank 6 characters, if you leveled up the correct characters, you can just go straight there. It's not that difficult. The second... Well, I'm trying to think. The second one would be the hardest one if you don't know what you're doing. If you don't know what's up ahead. But I mean, if you already played the game once or you looked it up, so your favorite characters don't die or whatever. Even the second one, if you're playing smart, I mean, I did it relatively easily. And then the 3rd and 4th one. The 3rd one, I did say that the 3rd mission could be very difficult depending on RNG. But then I brought a team that meant that the Stalks never actually survived beyond their first turn. So it wasn't even RNG, they had literally no chance to cast teleport. So from that point it was really easy. Yeah, the 5% chance to not hit, but that's so little that yeah, it happened to me before. I'm not gonna say it hasn't happened. Yeah, Dismas or some other highwayman has missed 95% chance shots before, but yeah. Aside from that, disregarding the Darkest dungeons, because those, honestly, the Darkest dungeons, me looking up the Darkest dungeons because they're pre-made maps, actually might just highlight my biggest problem with the game. And I know it's a roguelike, so a lot of things have to be thinking back to that one long champion mission that I lost because there were a bunch of fights at the very beginning and then one fight at the end, and before I got to the end I just completely randomly ran into the collector and he just wiped the floor with me. Not knowing what's ahead is really the primary difficulty of the entire game, which is why the Darkest Dungeon missions were so easy. And even the Wolf mission, same thing. It was a pre-made thing, and because I could prepare for it, because I looked it up, it was really easy, actually. You can look that back. There is a mod with that. And even the difficulty, aside from that one time when the collector killed me, because the collector's summoned scars are just so absurdly powerful that with a crit they can just one-shot any character except a leopard. Aside from that one case, every single time something went wrong, it was always because of stress. And that goes back to what I already said way before. There are too many causes of stress and not nearly enough tools to actually handle them during the mission. I mean, partially it's probably my fault because if I've been bringing a Hellion with Heaven's Hairpin and other similar trinkets with others, yeah, I probably should have been able to handle it. And yes, the Jester definitely has, but even when I had a Jester, it was still a bit... It wasn't necessarily a problem, because I don't know if you noticed, anyone who's watching, ever since I started using a Jester, I have not really been in a position where my character started going crazy, getting afflictions and whatever, because I could manage it just fine. You know, a lot of crits, the Jester's reduction, a few crit heals can also help. Those combined are enough, but some of that, like the Jester, yes, by far the best stress reduction. Not only does he reduce stress by 12, I mean this guy 11, let's look at this guy 12, but he also puts a buff on the person that reduces all future stress by 20%. If you can just put this on every single person who's under stress right now, it basically solves your problem. But compare it to something like the fucking Arbalest / Musketeers stress reduction, which is a 60%, well no, I guess she died so I can't show it. But I would assume it's like stress -4 or 5. Let's say it's 5. Let's be generous. You know what? I'm gonna look it up so I'm not talking out of my ass. It is -3. So it remains -3 with a 67% chance. So 67% chance per character to reduce stress by 3. That is garbage. Compare it to the I keep calling it Cavalier because that's his name, but it's a Crusader. The Crusader has the second best stress reduction in the game, and it's 8 stress reduction and 2 heal, which I mean, it's basically non-consequential, except that someone is at death's door, then it can bring them back from death's door. That's the only purpose of the heal on this ability. 8 stress minus is very good, the torch is like it doesn't even exist. That's the second best, and it doesn't really do anything else except reduce stress. You also have Bond Wheel, which reduces stress by 6 on everyone with a 74%. This is probably also pretty good, because even though it's a low chance, it's higher chance than the Arbalest, it's more stress reduced than the Arbalest, and it affects everyone like the Arbalest. So it's not really reliable. You generally, Jester and the Vestal are kind of designed in a way where they are mandatory in most missions, but if you bring them to most missions, you're not gonna have any difficulty. And I think that's a hallmark of like I don't want to say it's bad game design, because the stress is definitely needed. It gives the game a unique edge, and it's definitely a thing where characters have health, but they also have stress, and then like you have to manage both of them, but both of them should be equal. Stress, yes, I guess it's a say where stress is far more of a problem than health, because you can just bring a Vestal and nobody will die to health problems, except in very rare cases, like if you meet a collector after like 6 room battles, yeah, then the health is a problem, but other than that, health is not a problem. I can't exactly say whether if you start bringing jesters from the very beginning of the game, if stress would be a problem. I would wager it would be a lot less of a problem. But no, it would be a lot less of a problem. If you just bring a Vestal in 4th position... Wait, I might as well. If you start most of your problematic missions like this, and then you bring 2 DPS, one of them probably gonna be... let's put this mess there. One of them is probably gonna be this guy. And then the last one can be like a leper or a bounty hunter. Or if you're in a more risky mission, you can bring like a man-at-arms. This team can beat anything. Especially if you level up the Slice Off and the Harvest. And maybe the Dirk Stab. So he can also deal some damage when the stress reduction is not a problem. But this team can basically beat anything except missions where you need more DPS. Like at that point you can get rid of the Jester. Or if it's like the final mission, maybe even the Vestal. Or if you don't need the Man-at-Arms, because you don't always need the Man-at-Arms, you can just replace it with a fucking Bounty Hunter. Or a Hellion. I guess a Hellion is a better idea, like this. And then that's all you need in the entire game. And this is purely because, for one, healing was entirely focused onto the Vestal's design. Like, if you don't have a Vestal, healing is gonna be a problem no matter who else you bring. And same with the Jester and stress. If you don't bring the Jester, you have a higher chance to manage stress, but if you go into missions where stress is out, like a long champion mission, or even a long veteran mission, already can be a bit of a problem. If you don't bring a Jester there, then it's the same problem. You're not gonna have the stress reduction for everyone to survive. Which I experienced several times. So, those kind of abilities... I didn't listen to it, what was that? I think the solution... Yeah, okay. Yeah, exactly. I think the solution is pretty easy. Give more characters healing, even if it's self-healing, some kind of healing. Don't give maybe one more class an AoE heal that's maybe weaker than the Vestal's AoE heal, but does something else. I don't want to... this thought just got into my mind where imagine if a class had an ability that heals like 3 baseline to everyone in the party and reduces stress by 2. But I don't think there should be an ability that heals everyone and reduces stress on everyone. That's just basically another mandatory ability. No. But imagine like an ability that heals 3 and gives everyone 10% protection. And then you can stack it up to 30% protection like the Antiquarian's dodge. 10% protection is just enough that it may make a difference, and stacking up to 30% can be a legit strategy because that's a considerable amount of protection for everyone. It's not too overpowered, not too bad, and then you have a second character that has an AoE heal. And immediately the Vestal would not be mandatory. As for stress reduction, I think the Jester's fine because one of the main play styles for him is stress reduction and buffing people. So that's fine. The other one is Finale, but I never used that because I think I could have used that. 100% stress. I never actually thought about the fact that if he gives himself the stress reduction debuff, then it would be that much less stress caused by Finale, probably. Like, it's not a static 100%, it's gonna get reduced or increased by stress modifiers. So it's probably an option. But just buff the other stress reduction abilities. Like, why does the Arbalest have to have a completely useless ability with a stress reduction on it that's most of the time isn't even gonna work? Buff Rallying Flare, buff Inspiring Cry, at least a little bit, so it actually does something other than just reduce stress. It's still perfectly serviceable, but it doesn't do anything, and it reduces less stress than the Jester's Inspiring Tune, and the Jester's Inspiring Tune actually does something else, because minus 20% stress is actually a considerable buff. And I don't actually know what you would do with Cry Havoc. I guess at max it reduces stress by 6. Half that, like, imagine if it only healed 3 stress, but it did it 100% of the time, so it's more reliable. That would be fine. 3 stress is really not that much, but since it's AoE, it would have its own niche. I'm not a fan of this 74% chance, because I actually used the Houndmaster in the 3rd Darkest Dungeon, and I used Cry Havoc one time when it literally did nothing. I mean, I think it reduced the stress of the Houndmaster himself, and that's it. If that. I don't remember exactly, but this uncertainty makes it near unusable. You bring it when you have to bring it, but it's not reliable. I don't like it. Other than that, yeah. I know there is also the sequel out, but you know how long it took me? It took me, well, before I started the stream today, this game had 99 hours in it. So it took me a good 101 hours to beat it. I would love to play the second game, but if it also takes 100 hours, I don't want to spend another 3 months playing a single game on the stream. So I might play it if I can even buy it. I mean, it's a new game, it's probably very expensive for me, but I might not stream it. I might post about it on Twitter, like my progress or something, like, hey guys, I beat Darkest Dungeon 2, look at me, so good, whatever. But yeah, what's a tribute you have fallen? I don't know what you're talking about. Oh yeah, we should probably look at this. Reynard, week 19. Raven, I'm gonna call you out right here. Because I'm gonna say Reynard died very, very early. For one, that was the time when I considered the Crusader kind of a bad class, because it's like a jack of all trades, master of none, so it's not really fitting in everywhere, because if I know what I want to bring, then I'm not gonna bring a Crusader. Later on I realized that it's good to be a jack of all trades in this game, because that means that I can literally bring him in every single mission and he's gonna stand his ground. Not to mention the fact that a maxed out, where is he? I swear I had a Crusader, where is he? There he is. A maxed out Crusader has a huge HP pool and considerable damage. I mean, it's not a leper or anything. A maxed out leper has a little bit more HP and considerable more damage. But you have to understand that the Crusader can do so much more. It can deal considerable damage, it can stun, it can heal, it can reduce stress, it can even move when necessary. Like when you want to do a back and forth swap with a highwayman or something. He also has a self mark, which is, I mean, that's not that important. So yeah, that's pretty cool. But I didn't know that, so I didn't really care back when Reynard died. And I also didn't know that there is an achievement for making it. If I knew that there is an achievement for having him enter the final Darkest Dungeon, I probably would have been more careful with him. We're gonna look over everyone. I'm pretty sure this headstone just means what level they were when they died. Yeah. Reynolds wasn't a high level, but he still did everything he could. A lot of these people died because I was hunting for trinkets, which turned out to be not worth it. Hugonin was kind of a big loss. I liked him. Lovette was a big loss. Let's not mention that she was abusive. Alevin, Botin, a lot of bounty hunters died. Umfrabil made it to level 5 and then died to stress, as great heroes do. Boteller was fell to the hand of an ally. I don't actually mean that. I don't know what that means. What the fuck happened to him? I don't remember. Who killed you? I don't remember that, but that sounds infuriating. I'll be honest. And of course, Fitzherbert met their end against infamous Cutthroat. No, I don't think the Siren actually killed me. Not in week 101. But yeah, Fitzherbert, the greatest legend who doesn't live anymore. Also, he had Corvid's eye. I was missing that. Well, not that much. What did he die to again? I forgot what he died to. Was it Wolf? I don't remember anyone dying to Wolf. No, I don't think I brought him to Wolf. I think he just died in a mission where I was trying to get more trinkets. No, I don't think anyone died to Wolf. Also, this is week 138. We're on week 140 something right now, so it couldn't have been Wolf. Loviet, another hero. What happened? Oh yeah, these two. They died against the Heart of Darkness. I completely forgot that happened. You've had Boleyn and Fitzherbert, the three heroes. And Boteler, Umfraville. Also honorable mentions. Every single name is on. Yeah. I mean, that was unavoidable, so I don't feel that bad about that. I mean, there is nothing I could have done about that. But yeah. And let me just point out, before I end the stream, can I just point out, Dismas is still alive. He was here at the start and he lived to tell the tale. He went, killed the Heart of Darkness, faced the Ancestor himself, and shot him in the face multiple times because there were so many of them. And he still lives. He lives to tell the tale. I bet he spends the rest of his days in here, drinking his cares away, telling the caretaker about his stories. The caretaker probably doesn't believe them. You know what, Dismas? You deserve that. Fuck it. Alright. I have no idea what I'm gonna stream on Friday. Like, I literally do not know what I'm gonna stream on Friday. I'm gonna have to urgently figure something out. But yeah, that is Darkest Dungeon. And I'm actually gonna go to my Twitch page. And update the list of conquest page. Live. Darkest Dungeon. What difficulty is this? I don't know. Is it the darkest? Wait, can I go to the menu? Yeah, sure, whatever. Darkest difficulty, yes. Darkest, no DLC. There we go. That's one more. Now, there is the Stygian difficulty. Stygian campaigns are not for the faint of heart. Expect no quarter, no forgiveness. You must conquer the evil within the time and hero limit. Hero death limit. Also, many gameplay settings are locked. So, just to make that clear, Stygian. What about difficulty? Okay, darkest dungeon Stygian difficulty changes. Game modes. Radiant mode differences. More power leveling flexibility. That's the Radiant, that's the easy difficulty. Heroes of up to level 4 may enter novice dungeons, any hero may enter veteran champion dungeon. That makes the game a lot easier. Reduced cost of experience, recruits, upgrade, etc. Blah, 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 I don't care. Stygian. Stygian mode differences. All enemies have increased health plus 20% and have higher crit chance plus 3%. Stress will also be more common, like even more common. Hero upgrade costs are doubled. Wait, is the ancestor gonna say anything now?
Our family name, once so well regarded,
He does.
is now barely whispered aloud by decent folk.
If I take someone and it's like you're level 5, the final upgrades take 3,000 each. In Stygian mode they would be 6,000 each. So 12,000 for the final upgrades, and that's just the final upgrade. It's like 25,000 if you combine everything. But no, it's like 18 to 20,000, I don't know exactly. All gameplay options are locked. For example, you can't deactivate the corpse apparitions or the chance that retreat can fail, so the difficulty is locked to the absolute maximum. What? Oh, this is a thing? I mean, I guess I was already playing with that. All gameplay options like, because I never touched this screen. Okay. The light meter did deplete faster at the rate of 7 instead of 6 when exploring new areas. That is a minimal difficulty change. On the old road, the brigand's tent is replaced by the transcendent terror, which makes you begin your adventure with less loot and an afflicted hero or a hero with a virtue if you choose to interact with it. The fuck? Okay. Unlike the regular campaign, where your victory can be as long and bloody as it needs to be, you will immediately fail if either of the following things happens. You take more than 86 weeks to finish the game. Yeah, that's a problem. 12 or more of your heroes are killed. Well, I do have 12 or more heroes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. But we have to remember that a lot of these are heroes that I just threw out there to die. Like 1, 2, 3. People who are level 3 or 4 probably didn't die for that. But these ones. 1, 2... 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. these 10 heroes, probably not Montague, these 10 heroes, let's say 8. I don't know how these dies. These 8 heroes died because I was throwing them out, trying to look for the Shambler or trying to do like trinket runs, and then it went bad. So those, if I had a death limit, those wouldn't count. So I would have like 13 deaths, which is more than 12, but it's manageable. Especially if know that I know these strategies in my head, then it wouldn't be that difficult. Keep in mind that the Heart of Darkness will always kill enough of your heroes to leave no more than 2 survivors. If you lost 10 heroes or more by the time you reach this mission, your only remaining option will be to either enter the fight with an incomplete party, making you unlikely to finish the playthrough successfully, or to one-shot the boss by using various buffs, skipping the insta-kill attacks. Shard Dust refreshes your abilities with limited uses per battle, allowing you to stack those buffs far more than you would be able to normally. I have no idea what that is, that's probably a DLC thing. Should you fail in your quest, the game will present you with a game over screen explaining the cause of your defeat, either giving the heart enough time or blood to awaken prematurely, after which your save file will be deleted. Once the Heart of Darkness is dead, the game over conditions are removed and you can continue playing your file without fear of it being deleted. Yeah, so that's Stygian. I'm not gonna do that because I like a challenge, but I'm not a masochist. Not that much of a masochist. I'm not gonna do that. There was one more thing I wanted to do. I don't remember. Anyway, I'm gonna end the stream here. So yeah, that was the final, the finale. So yeah, I'm open to ideas about what to play on Friday, even if it's just a one-off. Because I do have plans for the future, but I need some time for that. So like either a one-off or something that can be finished in a couple of weeks or something like that. A game like that would be perfectly fine. Anyway, thank you for watching. Whoever still is not here, thank you all for... Hello, Boob. You're a bit late. I already beat the game. But you can check the VOD if you want to see how it happened. Yeah, or you can join the Discord and I can tell you. It's a tale. A lot of people died. Yeah. And you can also join the Discord if you have any idea what to play after this, because I have to stream on Friday, I have nothing to stream. So there's that. But thank you for showing up anyway. Sally didn't really get used. He still has the cough as well. Anyway, thank you for watching. We're still not here. Thank you all. Join the Discord. The Discord, yeah, scroll up, it's right there. Or write to me on Twitch if you can find it. Because you can only use the command every couple of minutes. I don't want some joker to spam it. But yeah, until next time, which is probably gonna be on Friday, if I can come up with something. See y'all. Wait a second. Before I do that, is there a way to? There is something I want to do. What is this? Yeah, I'm gonna watch the intro cinematic one more time because I noticed something that's kind of weird. Okay, I don't need to see this.
Ruin has come to our family. You remember our venerable house? Opulent and imperial, gazing proudly from its stoic perch above the moor. I lived all my years in that ancient, rumor-shadowed manor, fattened by decadence and luxury. And yet I began to tire of conventional extravagance. Singular, unsettling tales suggested the mansion itself was a gateway to some fabulous and unnameable power.
With relic and ritual, I've bent every effort towards the excavation and recovery of those long-buried secrets, exhausting what remained of our family fortune on swarthy workmen and sturdy shovels. At last, in the salt-soaked crags beneath the lowest foundations, we unearthed that damnable portal of antediluvian evil. Our every step unsettled the ancient earth. But we were in a realm of death and madness. In the end, I alone fled laughing and wailing through those blackened arcades of antiquity. Until consciousness failed me. You remember our venerable house. Opulent and imperial. It is a festering abomination. I beg you, return home, claim your birthright, and deliver our family from the ravenous, clutching shadows of the darkest dungeon.
Yeah, so that was a fucking lie. But what I wanted to see is what the fuck was that gigantic monster in the intro? That was not the heart. That was not the final boss. That was something else. I really expected to be able to fight as a final boss this gigantic mass of just flesh that basically has no form whatsoever. But that was not the heart. It might have been the Shambler, but I don't think... Okay, let's stop this music because it's very loud. I don't even think it was the Shambler because I'm pretty sure...
I can still see their angry faces as they stormed the manor. But I was dead before they found me. And the letter was on its way.
I don't think it was the Shambler because I feel like it's implied that every single Shambler that you fight is the same Shambler. Like you can fight the Shambler, you can defeat the Shambler, but it's gonna come back some other time because it lives in the darkness, it can't truly die, whatever. And the Shambler that you meet in the darkest dungeon is the Shambler that you fought before. Would be my guess. Actually, is there any lore on each Shambler? Is there like quotes or something? Shuffling. Not even it could escape the corruption. The Shambler, the most feared, terrifying beast that lurks within every shadow of the estate, has fallen to the corruption and became one of the Thing's protectors. More than any of the... Well, it's said by the wiki, it's not actually a quote. But I kind of feel like this means that there is only one Shambler. And that's the Shambler that you fight every time. So if the Shambler was already corrupted when they unearthed that place, then I wouldn't be able to fight it in its normal form. But I'm gonna check the darkest dungeon because the quotes of the ancestor are actually here. Let's see. Once again, stars are mercy temple and can rest. What is ready to twist and get gone? There isn't really an explanation. Maybe there are more Shamblers. I don't know. But yeah, as it turns out, the ancestor was luring us into a trap all along, and he was actually a bad guy all this time. He's still talking to me for some reason. I don't care what you have to say at this point. You kind of revealed your true nature now, but yeah. Anyway, I should stop talking and just leave. So thank you for watching. I'm saying it again. Blah 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 blah. See y'all.